Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. That was a cleansing breath because I am exhausted and I feel slightly defeated today. So let me just catch you up on my night last night. So far during the reading rush, I have taken about like an hour to an hour and a half after my work day to go upstairs and edit what I've done so far during the day, which helps me later at night because then I already have most of the editing done and I just need to do a little bit more. Last night after work, I went upstairs to work on editing, and my computer, my iMac computer that's, I don't know, a couple months old, it's just slow. It's so slow. And so I was getting really frustrated because it took me an hour and a half to edit like less than 10 minutes of film. I think I mentioned that in yesterday's vlog. And it was just like the most painstaking process. I remembered that my work had recently sent me a MacBook Pro, new computer, so I quickly scrambled to get that computer and try and just edit really quickly a rough draft on the iMovie on that computer. And I was like, I'll fix the issue later. I just need to get this done. So I'm pushing it now to like 7, 8 o'clock. And that's when I finally decide to take a break, stop, go outside, read a little bit, film my last clip, and I go upstairs to edit just this last talking clip, a couple little scenes. It's gonna be fine, and I can't export anything. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this picture on my story. And basically what happened was on iMovie, for whatever reason, however this happens, sometimes it doesn't read the videos on your card. Basically, they're like corrupted. It doesn't read them. And so all of the editing that I did, all of the painstaking editing that I did was like corrupted, and there was no way I could export it. It was totally finished. The video was completely done and I couldn't export it. And I spent an hour and a half looking up any videos, articles, troubleshooting, trying all kinds of things. I work for a tech company, like I do support, so I tried everything, you guys, I promise. A lot of you sent me really encouraging messages and helpful things to try. I tried everything, I tried it all, and nothing worked. I went to bed at midnight sobbing my face off. I was just so spent and devastated. I know it doesn't always translate to viewers, but there's so much time and energy and attention to detail. All of these things go into making a vlog, making a video, doing reading challenges, whatever kinds of videos you're watching on YouTube. There's a lot of time that goes into it from the person that's putting it out there. Quite frankly, YouTube does not pay us enough to do this. It just was like this moment of, why am I doing this? I hate my life. I'm a failure. I lost, whatever any of that means. I woke up, I said, okay, I'm gonna try this. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna re-edit. And that's what I did. And it didn't work, so I re-edited the whole video and it's currently exporting. I've just had like issues upon issues with this one. I went to go export the final copy and I realized that I forgot to cut a song at a specific time, so it was playing over an entire talking clip. So I had to go back, re-export that, import it to another. It's been like a nightmare. I felt like that was a little bit of a sign from the Lord saying, slow down, chill out, relax. You guys have been so kind and encouraging this whole week, and I just love you guys so much, and I love doing these videos. I wouldn't do this if I didn't love it. So even with the tears and the frustration, all this stuff, like I enjoy this creative process, but it definitely also made me realize that I need to upgrade from iMovie because iMovie just doesn't have the capabilities. I think I finally have kind of outgrown that. Some people have actually asked me if there was like something that they could donate to for me to get Final Cut, which is what I'm looking into getting. And sorry, I have to feed my plant. And that is so incredibly kind that you would even ask that. I feel very weird accepting money in that way. But if there's one way you want to support me, something that you might not know is that if you skip ads during a video on YouTube, that person actually doesn't make ad revenue. So if you want to help support me, please don't skip my ads. Watch the ads all the way through, or at least for 30 seconds, and that will help me make money off of my videos. That's just a little tip there, but I really appreciate you guys asking that and just wanting to support me. And yeah, y'all are the best. You're the absolute best. Today is all about self-care. I am almost done with work, a couple hours left, and then I will be done for the week. I'm so excited. Still building forts. I want to like order food tonight after work. Fridays are for friends and forts and food, all of those things. So that's what the rest of my night looks like. Honestly, as far as reading goes, I want to read. I cannot wait to read. I can't wait to not be looking at a screen. So I'm hoping to finish this one today. I know it's kind of a long shot, but I think if I can do 100 pages in like 30 to 40 minutes, I could probably get this done pretty quick. So very excited to keep reading this. Thank you guys again for just watching all of these vlogs. It's been so much fun. It's been exhausting, but so much fun. And I think that's why I keep doing it, is because it's like renewed. Even though I'm exhausted, I feel like a renewed sense of love for this and like this drive to maybe reach that point where I could do it full time. I don't know. That sounds like such a dream, like that would never become a reality, but how fun would that be, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go make lunch and relax and make a thumbnail and upload this dang vlog and be done with it forever. And I'll check in with you guys later. Hi, I'm back already with an update. First of all, look at the state of my puzzle. It's not good, you guys. It's not looking good unless I spend the whole weekend doing it. Also, I got a package, so I thought I would show you guys what I got. First, I have to bring it in the house. Scout, Scout! Oh God, we got a cat outside. Cat outside. Where do you think you're going? No. Okay, yep, here we go. In the house. Let's corral ya. Let's go this way. Okay, packages. I just have like 2 things. It's really not that cool. But who doesn't love a good, quick little Amazon haul? So the first one is a book, and I just really quick ordered right away the 5th volume of the Tokyo Terriba Girls. It's so cute. It's really pretty. I like the cover of this one. I want to know more about this series, so I'm very excited to continue. And then I also got this guy. This is actually not a book, nor is it a bookish item. It's so big. It is a water bottle. It's a gallon size water bottle. It is massive. It does have like these sayings on the side. I don't really care about the sayings, but it's like 7 a.m. good morning, 9 a.m. hydrate, 10 a.m. remember your goal, or whatever. I don't love the sayings. I wish it was just plain, to be honest, but I love drinking water. I'm a huge advocate for drinking water. This thing is a gallon. I try to drink a gallon a day, but sometimes it can be hard when you just like you lose track of it, or you just, I don't know, whatever. It's so much easier to drink a gallon a day when you have a gallon right there in front of you. You know how much you have left to drink. I used to walk around with a gallon jug. Like I used to be that person. Anyway, I got this thing on Amazon. I will link it below. And the best part is that it has a straw. I drink so much more water when my water bottles have straws, for whatever reason. It's very pretty. Like I like the color. This like lid is kind of like a dusty rose, and it seems to be like really good quality. So I am excited about this. Yay, packages. I have like an hour and a half left of work, and then I finally can like start building my fort. Lexi, Liv, and Kaylin and I have been talking, and they've already started on their forts, and I'm so jealous because I'm the only one working. But the benefit is that they're all talking about how hard it is to make a fort, and they're all sharing like tricks and tips, and so I feel like going into making my fort, I should be good to go. Like I should know what I'm doing, but we'll see.
There's a new day wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free.
Was it yesterday when I said that I would have a self-care day? Remember the time when I started these daily vlogs and I said I wouldn't have a lot of B-roll, have a lot of fancy stuff? What a time that was. I have hit a wall. It's official. I went way too hard for these daily vlogs and this reading rush. Instead of beating myself up, I'm going to tell myself that I'm proud of myself for doing daily vlogs in the first place, for reading as much as I could, for also trying to tie in lifestyle things, as well as work a 40-hour plus work week. I'm proud of myself. I decided this morning when I got up after having kind of a mental breakdown last night that I was not going to do daily vlogs anymore, and instead, this is a weekend vlog. I just can't do it anymore. I don't think that this will be the last time I ever try daily vlogs, but I have learned a lot about myself, my capabilities, my ability to reach a certain point. I feel like I know more now than ever. But yeah, I just needed to slow down. I needed to slow down. I had all of these ideas for this weekend, you guys. I was like, I'm gonna go thrifting, I'm gonna go plant shopping, we're gonna go to the beach, I'm gonna do like, it's gonna be all this amazing content, while also trying to read 7 books and have like a life. Anyway, all that to say, this is now a weekend vlog, and I am okay with that. I feel good about that. Also, I kind of realized that I tried so hard to make interesting content throughout the week as far as lifestyle stuff, and it's like I forgot that this is a readathon. Like, where are the books? So I'm really sorry if you guys have been wanting more book stuff from me, because I went kind of hard on not doing book things. So this weekend, I am reading, I'm gonna take a bath, I'm gonna do my puzzle, I'm gonna like just read and relax, and it's gonna be wonderful. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am sitting down at my table, getting ready to do my puzzle. I got water all over it from my new gallon water bottle, which, by the way, I haven't drank out of it yet. It's full of water. I made the mistake of putting ice in it, so now it's sweated so bad and there's water like dripping from it. So if you get one of those, maybe don't put ice in it and just drink like room temp water. I started House in the Cerulean Sea and I love it. Love it so far. This is like everything I needed. I'm so interested. I'm so intrigued. I love the narration. I love like the voice of the author, how he wrote this story. I love this book. I love it. Oh my goodness. It definitely gives like middle grade vibes, but not. Have you guys seen like The Cat in the Hat with like Mike Myers, and how it's definitely a kid's movie, but there is some like adult things kind of slipped in there? It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Definitely a different story, but it's really, really good. So far we're following our main character, Linus Baker, who's like part of this department that oversees magical children who are at these orphanages. Still learning about that, like if they are all in orphanages because people don't want to like have magical children in their house. He gets assigned like a special mission to go and live for a month at this orphanage where there's a handful of magical children, and one of the magical children is named Lucy, which is a nickname for Lucifer. And this magical child is like the Antichrist. They actually like live on like kind of like an island, so he has to take like a ferry over, which I love. Like it's just so good. So yeah, and his character itself is just very fascinating. He like lives alone with a cat, and the cat's name is Calliope, which I love, and the cat's like a part of the story. It's so good, you guys. Like I seriously, you know when you pick up a book and you just know, like you just know that this book was kind of like made for you, or you just like, it's like a match made in heaven. I don't know. We're still like in the dating area, but this one I'm loving. Also the audiobook, thank you to whoever recommended that. The audiobook is so good. Like, I'm so excited about it. I also read 50 pages of Tuck Everlasting last night. So there's that. I don't have much to report on it. It's a reread for me. I forgot how like it's kind of written in like an old-fashioned kind of style. I forgot that it was written that way. But yeah, so far so good. The story moves so fast. Like the story in my mind, there's like all these details and it's so slow, but it's like less than 150 pages. So it's a fast-paced like book. I almost wish they would be like rewritten into like a full-length novel with just like character development and everything. But yeah, so far so good. It's a great story. And then I started reading Clap When You Land in my fort last night, and then I realized that that's my book to read outside, so I stopped doing that. I haven't read much further in there. My goals today is maybe to finish this book, and then I would love to finish Clap When You Land, love to finish Tuck Everlasting, which means tomorrow I would just need to read Snot Girl and the poetry book Depression and Other Magic Tricks. So I'm going to get my day started. I'm gonna hang out and just like chill, and then we're gonna talk more about books.
Don't need someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car, let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it.
Hello, it is 9:55 So 10 o'clock on Sunday, day 7, the last day of the reading rush, and I'm officially calling it the end. I think this is the first readathon that I have ever done where I didn't do all of the challenges, but I'm very proud of myself. I daily vlogged as best I could. And I've been going really strong. I've been trying to read. I've been trying to do creative content. I've been trying to do all the Instagram challenges, trying to maintain my sanity. And yeah, a couple books didn't get read, but I did end up completing Tuck Everlasting, The House in the Cerulean Sea, Snot Girl Volume 3, The Good Daughter, and Tokyo Terriba Girls. So the only books that I didn't complete were Clap When You Land and then Depression and Other Magic Tricks. I don't know where my copy disappeared to. I think I left it in my room and I'm too lazy to get up and go get it. I got pretty far in Clap When You Land though. I'm like 50% of the way done and I could read it. I could stay up until midnight and finish it, but I'm so tired. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I want to be alert and awake and like invested in this story. This story doesn't deserve me like flying through it just to complete it to check a box. Like I want to read it and be intentional when I read it. So I am not going to finish it for the reading rush, but I'm going to continue to read it, probably finish it tomorrow or Tuesday. But the rest I finished. I already talked about The Good Daughter and Tokyo Terriba Girls earlier in the week. I will go ahead and talk about the books that I finished this weekend. The first one that I finished this weekend was Tuck Everlasting. I finished this really early in the day yesterday, and I liked it. It completely reminds me of the movie, and I think that was the challenge, to read a book that you've already seen like the movie of. I love it. It reminds me of the movie. I really want to watch the movie again. I love this story. I think it's timeless. I think it's sweet. I think that it's creative, and I don't have much more to say about it. It's just one of those like middle grade books or even like childhood books that it feels good to read it, to remember the story. I have a lot of fond memories of this one, reading it when I was really young, and yeah, I liked it. It's not like the most amazing story I've ever read, but I enjoy this story a lot. I enjoy the characters and I just like the message. If you aren't familiar with this story, it's about Winnie, who is a young girl who happens upon this boy drinking from a stream in the woods one day, and she ends up going with this family and learning a secret about them, and she needs to promise them that she'll never tell this secret to other people because it could be detrimental pretty much to the world if they found out about their secrets. I don't want to give it away if you haven't read it. It's good. You should read it. If you can't tell, I'm so tired. I cannot wait to go to bed. The next book that I finished actually today was Snot Girl Volume 3, and I loved it so much. Honestly, the only thing I'm upset about is the fact that Volume 4 is not out right now, so I can purchase it and keep reading it because I love this series. It's so entertaining. It's about this girl, her name is Lottie Pearson, and she's nicknamed Snot Girl because she has really bad allergies, but she's like an influencer, and she has friends who are influencers, and they have like YouTube channels or Instagrams, or they're famous for whatever reason. But there's also like a lot of mystery. There's like a mystery girl that kind of comes in the picture in the first book, and some really weird, strange things start happening, and it's just so good. It's just funny and creative, and the art is so well done. I'm obsessed with the artwork in this one. I don't know what else to say. Like, the characters are so entertaining. There's one character who's like an influencer, and she's like nicknamed Cute Girl, and her entire brand is kind of her just being this like adorable entity of a person, and like every outfit she wears is cute, everything she says is like cute and funny, and like, yeah, it's just wonderful. I really love this graphic novel series. If you're looking for one to pick up, highly recommend it. It's so good. I always feel weird giving like graphic novels or mangas star ratings, but I still give that one like a 5-star. It's just absolutely like my top favorite one. And then I just finished like 30 minutes ago this one. You guys, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. I loved this book so much. So much. I don't want to say too much because our live show is coming up on Friday, the 30th, I think it is, or the 31st. And I think I was saying this earlier when I just started the book, even. But when you read a book and you're just reading it and you just know, it's like that feeling. You're like, this is one of my new favorite books of all time. That was 100% this book for me. I love every character. I want to literally reread this again immediately. In fact, I really might. Like, I genuinely might pick up the audiobook and listen to it again this week because I loved it so much. Oh my word. I don't even know how to like properly explain this book. It's got like middle grade vibes, but it's definitely not middle grade. It's not like there's content that's not necessarily like suitable for kids, but it's not like graphic or gruesome either. There's just probably like adult humor is what I would say. I think I talked about it a bit earlier, but it's about this man, Linus Baker. He works for like the government and he goes to various orphanages around their area, surrounding areas, and he makes sure that the kids in these orphanages are being taken care of and, are doing well in their homes. The thing with the kids, though, is that all of these kids are magical children. So they're in orphanages because people don't really want to take them in. The magical children are very much like stereotyped against. They are seen as just like second-class citizens. They're seen as like a danger to people. So they're kind of stuck and passed around into these orphanages. Our main character gets sent on a specific mission to go to this one specific orphanage on this one specific island, but he doesn't really know why. He's told that there's, some really interesting children there. There's like a sprite, and there's a gnome, and there's like a little monster underwater creature, and there's like a little boy who's really shy. He turns into a dog when he gets scared. And then there's also Lucy, his nickname is for Lucifer. He's the Antichrist. And they're all precious beings. Like, they're all precious and must be protected at all costs. Like, perfect little, oh my gosh, like, he's like 6 years old. They're all just like little kids. And the author did such a good job at making sure they stayed very childlike and very innocent. And this book is all about like looking at someone's heart and not at their outsides and not at what society has just deemed them to be, and not falling for groupthink, and like making sure that you are really challenging those things around you and really getting to know someone's story and someone's heart and their experiences. And like, it just was so good. Like, it was so good. It's really late in the year, and I did not think that I would find another favorite book. I feel like every year I find like one new favorite book of all time, and it's been getting pretty late in the year, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I'm just not gonna find a new favorite book. But I did, you guys. I did. I loved it so much. Oh my gosh. I can't say enough great things about this story. I loved the character development that happened with our main character. I loved the relationships between the caretaker on the island, our main character, and then all of the children. Even the interactions that happened like within the town, I thought were just really thought-provoking and just really, really good. Really good. Highly recommend. If you have been hearing about this one and not wanting to pick it up quite yet, I can't recommend it enough. 5 out of 5 stars. I love it. I love it. I love it. So here are all of the books that I read this week. Not too bad for a week's worth of reading and vlogging and working and being. If you have made it this far, if you've watched all my vlogs, if you commented and said sweet things, if you sent me DMs on Instagram, like, just thank you so much. This has been an exhausting but very, very fun week, and I've loved like interacting with you guys, hearing your thoughts on the books you're reading, hearing your thoughts on books I'm reading. It's just been a really, really fun and memorable week. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking it out with me. My daily vlog started off strong and then just kind of fizzled out there at the end, but I just appreciate each and every one of you so much. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon in my next video. Bye.